Welcome everybody. Hope you got pens and papers ready and getting ready to take some notes. You know, I've been doing a lot of brainstorming over the last few days about what I'm talking about on this call. And I want you to start your notes off with one word that I feel really holds the key to success in Herbalife. And that one word is desire. Okay, so I want you to put the heading desire. And with each letter of that word, I'm going to give you a different word that actually wraps up that word, if that makes sense. So the word desire, I feel there's hundreds of words within the word desire that are relative to our business that explains why you will become successful with your Herbalife career. So if you're ready, say I'm ready, or put your hands up. Okay, as Jim Rohn would say, treat me well and I'll take you with me as my traveling audience. So let's get stuck into it. Let's start with the letter D from the word desire. The first word that came to my mind from the letter D is choosing a destination. Knowing where you are going before you even get started. Okay. This journey of network marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it, this business, you got to know where you're going, where your destination is first. It's a bit like a roadmap. If you want to go from Melbourne to Sydney, you need to know which route you are going to take to achieve your goal of getting to Sydney. Then you need to know how you're actually going to get there. So what form of transportation are you going to take to get to Sydney? Are you going to fly? Are you going to take a boat? Are you going to drive up there? Are you going to swim across the channel? Whatever it might be, you need to have a clear plan how you're actually going to get there, what the route is. And depending on the vehicle that you choose to get to your destination, that will determine how fast you actually get there. Because obviously, if you're going to fly, it might take you an hour. But if you're going to drive, it might take you 8 hours to get there. If you're going to swim, it might take you months. I don't know how long it will take to swim from here to Sydney. Okay. So it looks like Adrian might know.
Brown.
So you really need to know your destination and be very clear on your destination, where you're going, how you're going to get there. That's the first word that comes to my mind. So while I'm sharing all these words with you, you might think of other words that relate to these letters as well. The second one for the letter D that I believe is the word determination. Write that down. You've got to be determined to want to succeed with your business. You've got to have such a hunger that no matter what people say to you, you know, oh, MLM, pyramid scheme, all these kind of things, which those who've been around long enough have heard all these things, okay? It's been proven that this industry is the best industry in the world for the average person to become successful in, okay? It's not like starting a traditional business. You need high capital, you know, you're taking big risks. You know, if things don't go well, you know, you got a lease to cover, you got, you know, probably staff, you know, superannuation. Believe me, I know all these headaches, and Kim knows all these headaches because we were in traditional business. Whereas in this business, it's a minimal cost to get involved, and you don't have the headaches of a traditional business. If someone wants to become successful, it's up to them to become successful. If they don't, no problem. You recruit other people and look for the ones that want to become successful. Now, to go through all that, you do have to have that determination to want to succeed. You're determined to want to live a better life for yourself, your family, You don't want to be going to the supermarket looking at prices. I haven't looked at prices at the supermarket for many years. I just go in there, grab stuff and get out. And that's probably why my grocery bill is so high every month, because I don't even know what's a good price and what's on special and what's what. I just normally, oh, that's what we need. Yep, grab it. Let's go home. Okay. You want to be in that position though, where you're not having to worry about 20 cents extra here, $1 extra here, 50 cents extra here. Okay. Yes, I could probably I could be shopping a lot smarter if I know all the prices, but who's got time to sit there worrying about prices? You got to go through my parents used to do this. I remember when I was a kid, my parents used to grab the catalog every week. Oh, what's on special this week? Oh, we better go stock up on this stuff that's on special, just to save a few dollars. And I call that a poor mindset. Okay. I remember George Knight once said that, you know, how you used to put $2 coins in the shopping trolley to get the trolley released to go grab stuff. You know, he'd put the $2 and go do his shopping, and then he'd just leave the $2 in the shopping trolley, and whoever picks it up, because he's not worried about, you know, going to put the trolley back to get the $2 out. And that's the kind of mindset you really need to have. The next word for the letter D is you need to be driven. You've got to have that drive, that desire. Okay? If you're not driven, your people will only be as 20% as motivated as you are. So if you're 20%, guess what? They're dead. They're literally dead. They're not going to get active. You've got to be driven. You've got to be excited. You got to be enthusiastic. You know, you just got to give it your all, that you want to really keep moving forward. The next one is direct. Be direct. Sometimes you've got to be direct, especially with the ones you love and care about. What do I mean by that? You know, being direct about the products helping them, or being direct about how this business or how making some extra income can change their life. Okay. I remember when Ali and I were living in Malaysia, we were so direct with people that some people used to say, wow, you guys are really aggressive. And we didn't feel like we were aggressive. We were being direct because we cared about really wanting to help more people achieve what we were achieving, or our journey to achieving it. Okay, so there's really two parts to it. You got to be direct sometimes, but you also got to be indirect sometimes as well, which I'll come back to at a later stage. The next word, again, which is a really important one in our business, is duplication. If we aren't duplicating this business model, we will never grow our business. To me, when I look at this business opportunity, it's a bit like a McDonald's franchise. McDonald's franchise is actually a duplication business. Okay? They know what to say, they know when to say it, they know how to put the Big Macs together, and whatever the case might be. Do you want to, I don't know what they say these days, but back in the day it was, you know, do you want to upsize your fries, or do you want to shake with that, or whatever the case might be, whatever the wording is. Gee, it shows I haven't been in McDonald's for so long. But yeah, you got to have a duplication system. And I was listening to audio the other day that really McDonald's is run by teenagers. The system is so simple that teenagers are duplicating the system of running a multi-billion-dollar company, literally. Okay, so you've got to have the strategies, the tools, the system to easily duplicate within your organization. The next word I want you to write down is diversification. Okay? A lot of us get stuck in the ways that we are currently doing the business. And unless you diversify and try new strategies, try new things, you might actually be slowing down the growth of your business. Okay? Back in the day when I started with this amazing company, you know, there was really tools that were already proven. Flyers, surveys, walk and talk, you know, running ads in newspapers. Back in the day, there used to be buying leads off the internet of people inquiring about a product or a business opportunity. Okay, things change, things evolve. So what you've got to do is you've got to always try new things on top of what you're currently doing. We never say stop doing what you're currently doing, but always try, think of an idea and try it. And guess what? Within 90 days, you'll have a result on that method and see if it's working or not working for you. Okay? And that's how Fit Clubs came into play. You know, Fit Clubs only came into the business about maybe, well, it was around the time Patrick joined. So a good 8 years ago, about 8 years ago. Okay? Now there's multi-millionaires within our company because of the Fit Club concept. Okay? Nutrition clubs is another one. Nutrition clubs was a method that wasn't back in the day, and then Mexico was struggling, and this one distributor said, well, what if we did daily servings of our products through nutrition clubs? And then she started duplicating that within her team, and you know, she reached all the way to Chairman's Club because of nutrition clubs. So try new things. If it doesn't work within 90 days, as long as it's a method on top of what you're currently doing, you really haven't lost anything by trying new things. Today, with today's technology and social media and all the tools that we have under our belt, it's easier to promote yourself because you put up a post and, you know, 5,000 friends see it like that. Whereas back in the day, you had to do 5,000 flyers and maybe a handful of people will grab that flyer and be interested in what you're promoting. Okay, so you have such a tool now that can excel your business, and what took 10, 20, 30 years to do with this company, people are now doing in 3, 5, 7 years. Okay, so it doesn't have to take as long as what it did take us back in the day to achieve what we want. So let's go on to the next letter of the word desire, and that is the letter E. So the first word I want you to write down is be energetic about what you are doing. Now you notice the way I just said the word energetic. You can't say energetic without being energetic. You can't say energetic. It just doesn't flow. You got to put some energy in it. You got to put some enthusiasm in it. You got to be excited about it. And that's how you need to feel about your products and services every single day. I know we all have some of those days we get out of the bed in the morning and go, oh my gosh, here we go again. Got to get the kids ready for school. Got to drop them off. You know, got to come back and do some work. Got to do this, got to do that. And we have a whole list in our head that's draining our energy before we started the day. One of the trainings that I remember many years ago, and Kim remembers this, back in Hong Kong, because Kim was Millionaire Team at the time, and that was an event also that had an impact on my life. You know, this guy that's making $1 million a month with our company back there, a month, not a year, $1 million US a month. And he'd get up on stage and he'd say, he'd wake up in the morning, look at himself in the mirror and say, "You are simply the best." Yes. Why don't we wake up with that kind of energy? You are simply the best. Yes. Imagine doing that first thing in the morning, how you are going to feel throughout the day. You're going to think to yourself during the day, you're going to go, "Gee, I was such an idiot the way I acted this morning, but it's so funny." And you got to laugh about it. You got to have a smile about it. And that's going to energize you throughout the day to keep going and doing what you have to do. So we spoke about evolving, which is the other word. You know, evolve with the business is the next word. If you had an Apple iPhone, let's not even, who's got an Apple phone, by the way? Put your hand up if you've got an Apple phone. Who's got a Samsung? Okay, great, excellent. Now, who's got a Nokia? None of us. Kim, have you still got a Nokia?
I keep all my phones. I got my Blackberries, I got my Nokias, these for a museum piece.
Museum, a collectible. But reality is you're not using that phone anymore because it's really not going to work in today's technology. Okay, same thing in our business. You've got to evolve just as the phones have evolved. And that's why we keep coming back to trying new methods and trying new things. So the next one that I want you to write down is engineer. I want you to engineer your business. Plan what it's going to look like. Okay, it's what we call in the business a mud map. A mud map, you put yourself, you know, on the top of your organization. You've gone and recruited your 5 frontline, you know, managing directors, if you like, and they've gone and recruited their sales team. Start putting names as you have drawn up your mud map. Okay, this is how you can actually get to the president's team, by knowing, okay, I've got one key player here, I've got another key player here, and under them, they got a key player, and under this person, they got a key player. Look and identify who your key players are in your organization. How do you know who your key players are? Well, they're doing what they're saying they're going to do. They're attending the meetings and trainings. They're producing, you know, reasonable volume. Doesn't have to be the highest volume, but they're showing reasonable growth in their volume every single month, or they're consistent with their volume. Doesn't matter how many levels deep they are in your business, work with them. Because sometimes you can help those people to shine, and then a couple of things happen. Either their uplines are forced to work a bit harder to make sure they're picking up their check every month, or sometimes their uplines end up quitting the business. And eventually that person will become one of your major players. You've all heard me say before, you know, Patrick was not my frontline distributor. He was my 3rd level, okay? And this is the amazing thing about this model. Sometimes the people who come and leave you the diamonds. Maybe you don't bring the diamond into the business, but they leave you the diamonds. So Patrick's sponsor was actually the guy that worked behind the reception desk at the gym, who was actually sponsored by the manager of the gym. The manager quit, the guy behind the desk quit, and then Patrick became our frontline millionaire team member. Okay. Now, what's funny is that guy ended up joining the business again and joined under Patrick. And then he brought Adrian and Donna into the business. And guess what happened? He decided to quit again. Okay. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. So then Adrian and Donna became Patrick's first line, which is now my second line. You see how the universe looks after you if you work very closely with the people who are wanting to succeed in the opportunity. And that's why Mark Hughes was such an amazing visionary by saying work 6 levels deep, because you just never know who the next diamond is in that 6 levels. So engineer your business, get very clear on where the volumes are going to come from, what to expect from the people, monitor their volumes so that when their volumes take a dip, you say, well, hey, Patty, I noticed your volume wasn't as high last month as the previous months. What's changed? And it could be some family stuff. It could be circumstances, you know, it could be just lost momentum, whatever the case, and needs a bit of a pick me up and help them advance again. So, which leads to the next word, empower. Our job as leaders is to empower people, is to lift them up, is to edify them. Wow, you know what, Patty, you're so lucky you've joined with Adrian and Donna. They're one of the best leaders in the company. You know, these guys are just on fire. And what am I actually doing by saying these words? First, I'm making Patty feel good about joining the company, joining those particular sponsors, and helping her to believe that she is in safe hands with these mentors. Okay, so really empower people. You know, Wayne is a master at this. Wayne will actually come up with an idea. Sometimes he'll be on a call with Kim and myself, and he'll say, oh, what do you guys reckon we do this, 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 and this? And then we'll say, oh, yeah, that's a great idea, Wayne. And he said, you know, Roger, fantastic. I'm glad you thought of it. And it wasn't even my idea. Okay, that's his way of empowering people, even though he thought of the idea, by making us feel good about the idea that we agreed to it, that he made it our idea, not his idea. Does that make sense? So there's many ways to empower people. The next word for the letter E is events. Attending the events. Okay? You know, a lot of us try to hide behind the computer because it's simple, it's not confronting, you know, oh, I don't have to actually physically go talk to this person. Okay? But in reality, this business, and I want you to write this down, this business is a face-to-face and a belly-to-belly business. It's about us creating that connection. It's about us creating those relationships. It's about us working together. It's about us locking arms. It's about hugging each other. It's about going through the emotional ups and downs together. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely cried throughout my career. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely laughed throughout my career. Okay? So this business is a really face-to-face business, and I'm so glad that now things are settling down in the world, that we are now starting to slowly open up events again for us to get around each other and embrace each other all over again. Because that's how we actually energize each other. Gee, I'm coming up with a lot of E's just from that one word. Unbelievable. Next word is employing yourself. One of the biggest challenges with this business opportunity is we don't know how to employ ourselves because we are used to a job thinking. Okay, you know, I used to have this saying before, stinking thinking. Okay, it's stinking thinking about not employing yourself properly in your business. You are the CEO, the sales manager, the director of your corporation. So you've got to get yourself employed, thinking yourself a schedule, thinking about what you do, when you do it, how you do it, strategies, thoughts. You know, me, I'm always trying new things. I'm always trying new things. How can I promote better to my client base? How can I promote better to my distributor base? How can I recruit more people? How can I get more people in one room at one time to show them a presentation of who we are and what we do? Okay, so you've got to have that CEO thinking cap on and think, okay, I'm the CEO. What am I going to do today? How am I going to do it? How am I going to take this business to the next level? I'm sick of being stuck in this position. It is time to go for the next level, which, by the way, gives me another word for the letter D, and I want you to write it down, is making a decision. Changing your PIN is literally a decision. If you do not make the decision, it's a wish, not a goal that you want to achieve. When I reflect everything throughout my career, how I moved from global expansion team to millionaire team, it was just a decision. Even when I decided to go get team, it was just a decision. When I decided to go president's team, what was it? A decision. Every time I've changed PIN, it's been a decision. So you are either making one of two decisions every single day. You're either complacent where you are, or you're determined to really change that PIN and say, that's it. Next 90 days, I am changing this PIN no matter what. No excuses. And, you know, do or die attitude, do whatever it takes. That is all that is stopping everybody on this call from changing PIN. Guess what? I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to myself too. It's the only thing stopping me from changing my PIN once again. Because the great thing about this company is the PINs never stop. It's unlimited. There's infinity levels. It's all a question of how far you want to go in your life. The next word for the letter E is ego. You really got to put a cap on that ego. I'm a president's team member. Put a cap on it. And like Kim said, like what we see on the president's team call, it's a whole bunch of egos being thrown around the room. And it's like, oh my God, are we actually focused on the mission here, or we just want to be heard? Be humble. Be grateful. We're all human. We all have the capacity to achieve what we want. You know, I was watching a documentary and it said something along the lines that the human brain is only using about 4% of its capacity. 4%. Think about that. Can you imagine what we are capable of, even if we use 10% of our brain? 4%. With 4%, we're able to fly a man to the moon. With 4%, we engineered rocket ships. We've built bridges, we've built cities, we built buildings with 4% of our mental capacity. What more can we achieve if we really put our mind, body, and soul into what we are doing? And I think aligning those three things together really helps us excel in life. So let's go on the letter S, because we're already halfway through the call and I haven't even got nowhere near finished. The letter S, strategize. Have a strategy. To me, this business is like being a coach for a basketball game or a soccer game or a rugby game or footy game. The coach has strategies in mind. Okay, you're the ruckman, you're the goalie, whatever the positions are, and I'm no professional with sports, let me tell you. But you got to know your positions. You got to know when to defend. You got to know when to offend. You got to know when to shoot. You got to have strategies in your business. How do you use strategies in your business? You got promotions. You got the events. You've got to promote. These are ways to strategize people to keep moving forward. Our company keeps dangling carrots to help you excel out of your comfort zone. You know, you saw the promotion recently. We got the new iPhone, the iWatch, the iPhone, you know, the AirPods, all just for doing our activity. These are incentives by the company to help you excel, to help you evolve, to become a better person. These are strategies from the company so that you grow, because the company knows when you grow, the company also grows. The next word I want you to write down for the letter S is C. Mark Hughes was a visionary, as I mentioned before. He saw 5 billion before the company was actually doing 5 billion. And he was helping others see what his vision was way before we achieved that goal. You know, he'd say to Jim Rohn, he'd say, Jim, I want you to announce on the stage that we're going to do 5 billion. He says, Mark, we're doing 400 million. I don't see it. I don't see 5 billion. He said, Jim, I want you to promote 5 billion. He said, Mark, I can't see it. And Mark had a very simple response that we've all heard before. Borrow my eyes. So I want you guys to have a vision for your organization. Adrian with the Fit Clubs. Don't be thinking 10, 20, 30 clubs. You've got to be thinking 300 clubs all over Australia. And you've got to enroll people into that vision. Patty, you're going to open up one here. Chloe, you're going to do one over here. You've got to plant that seed. Help them see that vision. Because the only way your royalty checks grow is by impacting more people's lives with what we are doing. By getting more product down people's mouths, getting them to feel so good that they want what you have. To help them see. The next word I want you to write down is surrender. Now, this word can work in a positive way and a negative way. Sometimes when you know you're giving it your all and things just aren't excelling as quickly as you want it to excel, sometimes you just got to surrender yourself to the journey. Now, notice I say to the journey, not surrender yourself and quit the business. Okay? Surrender yourself to the journey as long as you know you're doing everything you possibly can. You're pouring it all in. And when you lay down and put your head on the pillow at night, you say, I did my personal best today. And let the universe take care of the rest. Man, when I was Get Team in Malaysia and there's people going President's Team that just joined the business within 1 year, and I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with me? I've been in the business longer than these guys. I'm working harder than these guys. And they win Prez and I was still Get Team. And Wayne was very smart with a simple quote he used, and I want you to write it down. Don't compare, it will lead to despair. Everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's going to go through their own ups and downs, their challenges, whatever they're going to face in their career. Okay, let's go on to the next word, simple. Keeping it simple. This business, as we said, is a duplication business. So if you keep it simple, that's where the duplication happens. It's when we complicate it that it becomes too difficult for people to do too many things. And one of the things that I've learned over the years is give just a little bit more than what a person's capable of handling at that time. Let them evolve into that position, then give them a little bit more again to keep excelling them. It's the whole KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, it's the KISS theory. And if you believe in keeping it simple, everything will duplicate a lot quicker in your business. The next S, and I've got a lot of S's here, by the way, guys. The next word for S is structure, which comes back to the system. But what is your structure? Your organization structure might not be the same structure as yours, by the way. Okay, and I'll come to that in a moment. But having a structure that you're working with, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday meetings, whatever it is for you and your organization, running fit clubs every Monday and Wednesday, or whatever the case might be, Sunday night calls, that is some kind of structure. But the structure should always funnel back into the events. It should always funnel back into the events. Because the events is what holds the organization together. It's the glue that helps everybody grow. The next one is scripts. We all have scripts to follow in our business. Some of us use them, some of us don't. Okay, I've been using scripts for 20 years. I just don't have the paper in front of me anymore because it's all computerized in my brain. This is powerful to really learn that script and memorize it, because you can use it as a pitch anywhere you go. Especially this time of year, being around Easter, you know, there's going to be family gatherings and barbecues and all that kind of stuff. It is an opportunity to be using scripts or pitches, whatever you want to call it, with the people that are going to be around you this time of year. The next word I want you to write down is success. Success is inevitable if you are doing the work. You know, there was times throughout our career that I couldn't see President's Team happening. I just couldn't see it. I'm working my butt off day and night, pouring it all in, giving it all I got, getting upset that other people not working as hard as I am, achieving it. And it comes back to what I shared probably on one of my previous calls about sharpening the axe. Sharpen the axe so that you become better, you become sharper, you talk with more strength, you empower people to want to do what you are doing. Next word I want you to write down, social. We are in the business of being social. It's called network marketing. Break down those two words. Number one, the word network means we network with other people. We have to be social with other people. Hey, Kim, I have this opportunity for you. Why don't we meet up for a cup of coffee and discuss it? What are you doing on Tuesday night? You have to be social. But the second part of that network marketing word is marketing, because you do have to market your business. If you are marketing your business consistently, you will be forgotten about. Just like all businesses, there is competition out there of other companies. You aren't the only company in your industry. So what makes you more attractive for a prospect to come and ask you about your products or services versus another product or service? Your marketing skills need to get better. I shared with you guys last week that, I run out of ideas sometimes, but I use other people's ideas to do the marketing. For the products, it's, sometimes I get a mental block and I go, okay, well, what can I use? And I get an email from the company saying, this is the customer newsletter for the month. And I pick things from that newsletter, blast it out to my email list. I don't have to even think about it. I just copy and paste. Simple. So be the CEO and think outside the box and go, what more can I do to promote what I'm currently doing? Significance is the next word. We have a very important role in what we do. We create significance in the marketplace. We impact people's lives with these amazing products. We impact people's lives with this amazing business opportunity. We are significant in the marketplace because we're helping people get healthier and wealthier. So be significant, be a role model. Next word I want you to write down, I'm going to go through this a bit quicker because of time, is struggles. If you're not going through the struggles in your business, you are not in business. Sorry to say. Any business, whether it's traditional or network marketing, goes through some kind of struggles. There is no business in the world that is constantly just on a growth platform. They have to go through some kind of dip before they pick up again. Every industry goes through this. Why do I know this? Even in my traditional business, we used to go through this economy crash sort of thing every 10 years in business. It just happened. It was just the way it was programmed to work. Every 10 years, things would either slow down or go through a bit of a drop so that potential growth can kick in again. It's even happening with the real estate market right now. As you know, I just sold my house last week, right? And I decided to put it on the market now before the real estate growth takes a drop, and therefore I get less for my house than what it's worth. That's the only reason I rush to sell it now. I'm in no rush to sell. My other property is not built for another year. Okay, so, but I knew if I don't take advantage of the market now, then I might go through the struggle of selling it at a decent price later. So we're all going to go through some kind of struggles throughout our career. Just remember when you do, that it is part of the seasons of life, as Jim Rohn would say. We all go through the struggles. Next word is skills. What skills do I need to develop? What skills do I have to have in my business? What do I have to become to fit the shoes of the next pin in the marketing plan? Jim Rohn used to always say, I pity the man who makes $1 million and becomes a millionaire who hasn't got the millionaire mindset or attitude. And I've seen this throughout my life, by the way. Back in the day when I had my warehouse business, there was one distributor, because they used to buy products from us and go sell them to the shops. And this one distributor of our products came into our warehouse and he said, this is the last day you will see me. And I said, why? What happened? He said, I just inherited $1 million from my grandfather who passed away. And I said, wow, that is unbelievable. Congratulations. Fantastic. All the best on your journey. And that was the last time I saw him till 1 year later. He came back to our warehouse and I said to him, hey, what are you doing here? I thought you're never coming back. And he said, remember that $1 million that I inherited? I lost it all. So pity the man who has $1 million and doesn't know how to handle his $1 million, which leads to other things like investing and stuff that we will talk about. So these are the skills you need to develop. The last S that I want to talk about is stories. We are in a storytelling business. If you're not sharing stories with everybody or people on a daily basis, you are not doing your job. Let me tell you about this story about this guy called Kim Bromer, lost 8 million and 18 million, 21 million. And you know, the stories is what gets you. Everybody on this call, good chance that you got involved in this business because you heard a story through an opportunity meeting or a presentation that you thought to yourself, well, if this guy can do it, I can do it. I know that was the case for me and many of you on this call. So I want you to write this quote down about the word systems for a minute. Systems need to duplicate, but people don't. What do I mean by that? You might have a system for your organization that is working for your organization. But don't expect all your leaders to do exactly what you are doing. Some of your leaders will go create their own system. And that is okay if they're over Get Team and above, I believe. If they're not Get Team yet, they shouldn't be creating their own system. They're still in their nappies. Get Team and above is where leadership starts to show and shine that they know how to build an organization. Why is Get Team the minimum position? Because they know how to recruit, they know how to retail, they know how to teach people to retail, they know how to teach people to recruit, who now went and teach other people to retail and recruit. That is duplication at its best. You know, if we held Patrick and Christina back in everything that they're doing in their business, they probably wouldn't be where they are today. If we said, no, but Pat, you just got to do it our way. This is the only way to do it. No, we're beyond that now. Hey, I got in this business to have independent distributors, not dependent distributors. I don't know about you, but I enjoy my distributors not having to ring me 100 times a day, say, what do I do now? They know what to do. They don't need me anymore. which gives me more time freedom to find other distributors to help them achieve the same. We tend to hold on too much to the distributors we've got, thinking we're going to help them if we just keep them around us all the time, but they're already a leader. Leaders lead, they do not follow. Write that down. Leaders lead, they do not follow. They lead by example. They know they need to turn up to the meetings. They know they need to do the presentations. They know what they need to do in their business every day, talking to people about the products and the business. So let's keep moving forward. Let's go to the letter I. Invest. Learn to invest. Invest your time, invest your energy, and learn how to invest with your finances. See, this business model is a vehicle for you to create other avenues of income with it, with the money you make. So learn to invest. Why do you think all the president's team members go invest in other things as well as their business opportunity? They keep investing in their business opportunity to create more income to invest in other channels, whether they buy stocks. By the way, I'm not giving you any legal advice here, no financial advice. I'm not an accountant. You know, just if you want professional investment advice, go to your accountant. Okay, I'm making that disclaimer up front here. But learn to invest. As you all know, part of my goal is to have minimum 10 investment properties. Invest, invest, invest. For me, that is part of capital growth. Because property always goes up. It's not like a car unless it's a rare car or a model that's, you know, you just can't get these days, that goes up in value, then you invest in it. Okay? So learn to channel your income in different ways. Invest in investment properties, stocks, cars, whatever it is for you. It could be investing sometimes in other people. And it doesn't mean financially. It could be financially, but investing your time and energy in helping those people get what they want so that you also can get what you want. Next word I want you to write down is intelligent. Be intelligent with what you do. Think of new ideas. Think of the strategies. Put them to the test. When you're thinking of new ideas, by the way, something I heard in the audio the other day is share with your team members when you've come up with an idea and let them try it, because they'll probably have more success with it than you. You don't know. Because what works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. So for me personally, you know, I'm actually recording this because I'm going to use this video for two reasons. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. So I'm promoting to people who are interested in network marketing to have a look at what we're doing, right? And at the same time, I'm going to put it up. I've created a podcast channel so that people get tips on how to build their network marketing business. So I'm killing 3 birds with 1 stone. I'm doing this call for you, but I'm also using it to build my business. That's being smart. That's being intelligent. That's thinking outside of the box. Let's go into the next one. Inform. Inform people about it. Inform people about the system you're using. Inform people about your opportunity. Inform people about your products. about your services. And keep people informed throughout your journey. This is where I am now, but this is where I'm going to be in 1 year's time. And I'm letting you know because you're my friend. Jim Rohn would say, I was getting 7 out of 10 people. I'm getting 7 out of 10 people turning up to the meeting. Why don't you come and want to be one of the 10 or one of the 3 that don't join? I just need to get 10 people on the call. That's his way of informing people to have a look at the presentation. So learn to inform, get better at that. Now, we spoke about being direct before. The word I want you to write down now is indirect. Learn the skills of being indirect in your business as well as being direct in your business. How do you be indirect? We've heard this before. Hey, Adrian, mate, I've come across this amazing opportunity. I'm making an extra couple of $1,000s a month, very part-time without affecting what I'm doing. Do you know anybody who might be interested in making an extra couple of $1,000s a month? That's an indirect approach for me to let Adrian know what I'm doing without having to say, Adrian, you'd be so good at this. Why don't you have a look at this opportunity? So that's why you need to learn that skill as well. Hey, I just helped this lady lose 10 kilos in 2 months on these amazing products. Hey, Kim, do you know anybody who wants to lose an extra 5 kilos a month? Well, I do. That's an indirect approach. The next one, independence. Create independence as quickly as possible. Jim Rohn used to always say, the reason they make the grade 1 and prep and grade 1 tables and chairs so small is so that you eventually have to get out of them. You can't be grade 6 and still sitting in a grade 1 chair. You have to grow. You have to become independent as quickly as possible. Same thing throughout your career, your journey. Now there's a little trick here. Don't make them independent too quickly. You have to make sure they grow into the person first before they become independent. You don't give birth to a child and say, hey, you're out in the real world now. Suck it up. Let's go. No, you got to nurture the baby. You got to breastfeed it. You got to feed it. You got to change its nappies. You got to teach it to walk. You got to teach it to talk. Then once they start doing that, then they start dressing themselves. And before you know it, they're showering themselves. Anybody with children know what I'm talking about. You can't just give birth and let them go. It's the same thing in our business. You can't recruit a new member and say, see you later, hope you get rich. Bye for now. You got to nurture them. And again, when do they become independents? In my belief, it's at least get team position. At least get team position. Next one's invitations. Master the art of giving invitations. A carefully set of chosen words, like Wayne always says. Hey, Amanda, this might be for you, might not be for you, but on Tuesday night, our company's having this product information session. Hey, you might be interested, you might not be, but you might know someone who might be interested. Why don't you come along and have a look? Learn the art of giving an invitation. Most of us don't know what to say to prospects Because we don't practice it enough. We don't do it every day. And I want you to write this down. What you don't use, you lose. Trust me, I know. I've been there. So learn the art of invitations. Next word is ingredients. Ingredients. This business is like baking a cake. If you don't put the right mixture in, the cake won't rise and it won't taste good. So learn and give which ingredients is the key to success with your business. The great thing about our system is we give you all the ingredients. We say you need a little bit of sugar, you need a little bit of spice, you need a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Bang, you've got that perfect cake. Because we've got leaders in our organization who've been on the journey that you're embarking on. So listen to the leaders because they've got the experience. But again, there's nothing wrong with trying new methods yourself on top of everything that we teach. So next word is incentives. We spoke about that briefly, about dangling a carrot. The company has promotions. But why not create promotions for your own organization? Or why not create promotions and incentives for certain people within your organization? Hey, Patty, do you know if you do 10,000 volume points for 3 consecutive months, I'm going to give you X. It might be just an incentive specifically for Patty. Create promotions. This is something I've always done throughout my whole career. I'm probably the only Herbalife distributor in the world that's probably given away a car as a promotion. Okay? Many years ago, I thought to myself, well, hang on, I'm a millionaire team. I want to go Prez team. Maybe if I did a car promotion, I can get to Prez team. So I created this car promotion, which I thought was fail-proof. Okay. Somebody did win the car, by the way. I gave away this car. It was all branded with the company. Okay. I gave this person the key. They took the car as the promotion, but it still didn't get me to president's team. And it was like 120,000 organizational volume over 12 months. So they had to do minimum 10,000 every month. And I thought, wow, if I just had enough people chasing that, I would have got to president's team. But it didn't work out the way I planned it. Not a lot of people were chasing it because for some people, it was too big of a task to achieve that kind of volume. Their mindset wasn't there yet to say, I can actually do that. Incomes is the next word. It's important to create the incomes really quickly in our business. Within 72 hours of getting a brand new distributor, you want to be putting money in their pocket quickly. You want to give them the belief that this does create income. For me, as I went through my journey and I lost people and got people in the business and lost positions and got those positions back and what have you, it was the income, believing that I achieved that income once, I got a taste of it, that kept me going and saying, well, I did it once, I can do it again. You know, I got to Get Team and then I dropped out of a Get Team check for a while, to be honest. Okay. But because I tasted that Get Team check, I knew it's possible. I did it. So I can do it again. The last word for the letter I is integrity. Do things with integrity. You know, I would rather go a little bit slower in my career and do things the correct way with integrity than having people talking behind my back and saying, oh, that guy went and did this, this, and this, and this, and that's how he got to his position. Okay? There are people within our company, by the way, who got to the top without integrity, and that's unfortunate. And what I've seen in the past is the people who normally get there without integrity, their business always slides back anyway. Do what's right for your people. Care more about your people than your paycheck. Care more about helping others than what's in it for you. You will be taken care of. Trust me. Jim Rohn used to always say it. Help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Help them pay their bills, you pay your bills. So have that integrity. Let's go into the letter R because I do want to wrap it up soon. Resolve. It's really not too much to say about the word resolve, but you just got to have it. Next word, rest. You know, the creator of the universe, and again, I'm an amateur on the Bible, so I'm not even going to try and be, you know, really religious here, but, you know, the creator of the universe created the universe in 6 days, and he took 1 day to rest. And we've spoken about, again, sharpening the axe. In our business, trust me, you can burn yourself out. I've done it. I've done it many times. And Aaron shared a couple of weeks ago that he got burnt out at one stage. This is why we create the creator created 7 days in a week for us to work at least 6 and rest 1. Now you might choose to work 5 and rest 2. That's entirely up to you. It's your business. Okay? Some of us like to work 1 and rest 6. No, we got it the wrong way round. The only way we're going to advance is work for 6 days, rest for 1. It doesn't mean you have to work the whole day. You might be more productive in a few hours than working 8 or 10 or 12 hours or 20 hours a day. I know for me personally now, I work a few hours a day and I rest the rest of the day because I could be more productive in the few hours than working a whole day. So learn to rest, recreate, reinvent. So the next word is recreate. Recreate, reinvent, put your own spin on things. You know, weight loss challenges became a very big thing in our company. And originally people started 3-month weight loss challenges. There was a 90-day weight loss challenge. And then they said, well, 90 days is a bit long. Let's do 60. And then some people said 60 days is a bit long, let's do 30. And then some people said 30 days is a bit long, let's do 21. And there's now people running 3-day weight loss challenges, 7-day weight loss challenges, 14-day weight loss challenges. Reinvent, recreate something that's working and try to make it work for you. Don't be stuck in the way and say, well, they're doing 90 days. That's all. We're going to do 90 days. Everybody do 90 days. No, put a twist to it. Put a bit of fun and excitement. It's about like the master classes we do on these calls once a month. It was someone thinking, hey, why don't we show how to do recipes with our products? What a great idea. It's a masterclass. Hey, wouldn't it be a great idea to actually have a masterclass cook-off? There's an idea. Nobody's thought of that one yet. Why don't we get some people together into a room and have a competition who makes the best pancakes with our products, or who makes the best waffles, or who makes the best, shakes, or whatever the case might be. So be creative, recreate things, reinvent things. The next word for the letter R is repetition. It's going to feel like Groundhog Day sometimes. You wake up every morning and it's the same thing over and over and over again. But that is what we do. There's not too much you can change and tweak in our business. It's about repeating the process. Supplements 3 times a day, shakes twice a day, eat once a day, lose weight, gain weight, whatever the case might be, repeating things on a daily basis. So repetition. And repetition leads to the next R, which is results. What results are you getting? What results are you helping other people get? If people are not advancing, there's a good chance they won't be around for a period of time. People always want more. Then reinvest is the next one. Reinvest money into your business. And this is something I don't see a lot of people doing, unfortunately. Learn to reinvest in your business. Spend money on your business. It is a business. Run an ad. Do social media advertising. Try something. This is a business. If you reinvest money into your business and expecting a minimal return out of that investment, you're already winning. Till recently, I was running the 3-day trial ads on Facebook ads. It was actually costing me about $100 per conversion. So I'd spend $100 and get one conversion, one person who buys a 3-day trial pack, but you don't make money on a 3-day trial pack. So it's actually costing me $100 to get someone to try a 3-day trial pack. But I knew when I got someone on a 3-day trial pack, I would sell an ultimate program covering my losses for the first month. And when they reorder the second month, I'm in a profit. So that's the way I was looking at it. I was like, I have no problem. Waste the $100 getting a prospect to try the product, convert them to an ultimate, keep them on the product, and it's paid for itself. So I was losing money on the front end, but making it all on the back end. Make sense? So that's how you got to look at it, because it's a business. When you start a new business, you got to let people know what you are doing. You got to invest into your business. You got to advertise your business so people can come to you. So learn to reinvest. And if you learn to reinvest, it leads to the next R, which is building your royalties. Building your royalty check. Build that check, keep investing, keep helping people, keep growing the organization. And when everybody grows, you grow, your royalties grow, your coconut money starts to happen. Coconut money is sitting on a beach, sipping a pina colada under a palm tree, and the money's still coming into your business. That's coconut money. So if you're stuck right now in your business, that leads me to the next R, relaunch. Relaunch your business. We all get stuck. You can relaunch your business anytime throughout your business career. Just think of another way to promote it. Hey, Stephen, I'm starting a new division with our company, you know, helping people get fitter in the sports industry. Do you know any sports people that I can help? It's just a relaunch. It's just a different set of words to excite people about what I'm doing. Hey, Monwa, I'm expanding my business throughout South Africa. Do you know anybody who'd like to make some extra money in South Africa? It's just a relaunch. Think of something, create something in your own mind and put it to action. And let's go to the last letter, which is only one word. For the letter E, exit. Have an exit strategy. Have an exit strategy. An exit strategy is saying, okay, this person is now a leader. What can I get them to do to take care of their business without my help? That's your exit strategy. Sometimes we're on a call with people and we think to ourselves, oh my God, this person's just going around in circles saying the same thing, what have you. You know, what else? You know, what else are they going to keep complaining about? Or, you know, Kim knows this, as people within President's team who do this. And it's like, I have better things to do than be on a call about complaining about stuff. Have an exit strategy. Wayne always taught me, I just got a call. I got to go. I got to take this call. Have that exit strategy so you can get out of the way and get on with what you need to do. Okay. So in closing the call, I just want a few things for you guys to write down. What do you want to attract in your business? What do you want to attract? And that is for the letter A, attraction. Attraction marketing. Attracting the type of people that you want in your business. But for you to attract these people in your business, you've got to create a niche market. What I believe a lot of us make the mistake with is we try to target everybody for what we're doing. Who needs our products? Everybody. Who now needs our business? Everybody. But it doesn't mean we should be approaching everybody about what we are doing. We are trying to attract people that we want for our particular business based on the person that we are. So think about yourself and the type of people that you want to attract in your business and create that niche. If you're a single mother, why not attract single mothers? If you're a fitness instructor, why not attract fitness instructors? If you're a businessman, why not attract business people? Look for the niche that you can relate to, because when you can relate to that, it's easy for you to share experiences with these people because you're on the same platform as they are. So that was the letter A, attraction. The letter B, brand yourself. Brand yourself. Everywhere you go, be the brand. Carry a water bottle, wear the t-shirt, wear a button, whatever it is, you've got to be branded. You can have a bottle with Liftoff in there. That is still being branded if the bottle hasn't even got the name of the company on it. People are going to say, what are you drinking? That looks like urine. This is unbelievable. gives me energy, gives me clarity. So brand yourself. The letter C. The letter C is broken up in 5 words. The first one is content. Don't be content with where you are. Oh, I'm a president's team member. Don't be content. Because your business is either going to grow or it's going to slide back. There's never such thing as a stable business. It's either going up or it's coming down. And if it's not going up, it's definitely coming down. So don't be content. And that's why the company has no limits to the positions in the marketing plan. You know, people are achieving 200K with our company. 200K. That's like 10 times a president's team check in their first 3 levels. That's insane. Okay? So don't be content, because guess what? In the years to come, there's going to be 300, 400, 500K, and that's going to be a normal thing. The next one is connect. Learn to connect with people. It's all about creating that connection. The next one is convert. Get clear on your converting skills. How many people you talk to get a client? How many people you talk to get a new member? When your conversions go up, your skills go up with it. That's why when Ali and I were living in Malaysia, we were able to convert 45 people a month. Why? Because we were doing presentation after presentation after presentation all day, every day. We got so sharp at it that nearly everybody was signing up. The next one's conversation. Create those conversations. Get out of your shell. Get out of your comfort zone. Talk to more people. Change more people's lives. You're only one conversation away from changing someone's life. And the last C is commissions. The commissions come naturally when you do everything that we just spoke about on today's call. You know, I'm going to close with this statement. And again, you know, I am an amateur on the Bible. But one of the greatest recruiters in the world is Jesus. Jesus used to go up to people and he had very simple words. You come with me. You come with me. That was his recruiting pitch. And he went and recruited. The story says that he recruited 12 people who became his disciples, who spread the word throughout the world. Who spread the word throughout the world. 12 people built this entire organization. Now, again, it doesn't matter what religion you believe in. I'm just using this as an analogy, okay? He went and recruited the 12 people who created this form of belief called Christianity. 12 people. In our business, we're saying, hey, just look for 5. If Jesus was able to do it with 12 and impact the whole world, you can recruit 5 and impact a lot of lives. You don't have to do the whole world. So have that philosophy of recruiting people. Come with me. I have something that might be for you. And having said that, I know we have gone a little bit over time, guys. I do apologize for that. But it all comes back to this one word that put put everything into a nutshell, really. And that one word is the desire. So having said that, I'm going to stop this recording.